Pushing her into the presence of Jesus, they said to him with a hypocritical show of respect, "Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned, but what sayest thou?" They seized upon this opportunity to secure his condemnation, thinking that whatever decision he might make, they would find occasion to accuse him. He might be charged with despising the law of Moses. Should he declare her worthy of death, he could be accused to the Romans as one assuming authority that belonged only to them. Well, he knew for what purpose this case had been brought to him. He read the heart and knew the character and life history of everyone in his presence. These would be guardians of justice, had themselves led their victim into sin that they might lay a snare for Jesus. Giving no sign that he had heard their question, he stooped and, fixing his eyes upon the ground, began to write in the dust. Impatient at his delay and apparent indifference, the accusers drew nearer, urging the matter upon his attention. But as their eyes, following those of Jesus, fell upon the pavement at his feet, their countenances changed. There, traced before them, were the guilty secrets of their own lives. Now rising and fixing his eyes upon the plotting elders, Jesus said, "He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her." And stooping down, he continued writing on the ground. The accusers had been defeated. Now their robe of pretended holiness torn from them, they stood guilty and condemned in the presence of infinite purity. And one by one, with bowed heads and downcast eyes, they stole away, leaving their victim with a pitying Savior. Jesus arose and, looking at the woman, said, "Woman, where are those thine accusers? Has no man condemned thee?" She said, "No man, Lord." And Jesus said unto her, "Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more." The woman had stood before Jesus cowering with fear. His words, "He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone," had come to her as a death sentence. She saw her accusers depart speechless and confounded. Then those words of hope fell upon her ear. "Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more." Her heart was melted, and she cast herself at the feet of Jesus, sobbing out her grateful love, and with bitter tears confessing her sins. This was to her the beginning of a new life, a life of purity and peace, devoted to the service of God. In the uplifting of this fallen soul, Jesus performed a greater miracle than in healing the most grievous physical disease. He cured the spiritual malady, which is unto death everlasting. This penitent woman became one of his most steadfast followers. With self-sacrificing love and devotion, she repaid his forgiving mercy. In his act of pardoning this woman and encouraging her to live a better life, the character of Jesus shines forth in the beauty of perfect righteousness. While he does not palliate sin, nor lessen the sense of guilt, he seeks not to condemn, but to save. The world had for this erring woman only contempt and scorn, but Jesus speaks words of comfort and hope. The sinless one pities the weakness of the sinner and reaches to her a helping hand. While the hypocritical Pharisees denounce, Jesus bids her, "Go and sin no more." It is not Christ's follower that, with averted eyes, turns from the erring, leaving them unhindered to pursue their downward course. Those who are forward in accusing others and jealous in bringing them to justice are often in their own lives more guilty than they. Men hate the sinner while they love the sin. Christ hates the sin but loves the sinner. This will be the spirit of all who follow him. Christian love is slow to censure, quick to discern penitence, ready to forgive, to encourage, to set the wanderer in the path of holiness, and to stay his feet therein.